Sorry for the technical delays, but we are underway here with the Wilmot Wild and the Kodiaks. 1-0 for Wilmot here in the early going as we were having a little trouble. I apologize to you that we're going to be streaming live from a smartphone here. Ian Garrison, the head official, makes the call. Wilmot trailing 2-0 in the series. And like we mentioned during the pregame prep talk, that there's no real home floor advantage until, or there is a home floor advantage, but it's really up until 10 minutes are in the game. And then after that, that's when you're set. Right now, the Wild have opened the scoring, and they have the power play. Thank you very much for joining us here on BBM. There's a shot save made by the North Shore attender. And the Kodiaks, that's Metis Tardif, number 1. Headmans it up the center, and away comes North Shore. Making his way through is Benjamin Clément, 21. And here comes Clément. It is a whiteout here in North Shore. First time ever that the Meredith Cup finals are taking place in La Belle Promesse. And for those of you from Ontario, peut-être s'il vous plaît souvenir ça, les Kodiaks mènent la série de... As the Kodiaks are up 2-0 in the series, but Wilmot mène la partie 1-1 à ce moment. Here come the Wild in dark blue. Ian Garrison, our head official, alongside Dave Paré, and a long shot comes in, save made by Tardif. Still a minute left to go in the power play. And the Kodiaks get one over the restraining line and into Wilmot territory. Brett Wilson, and the ball's thrown away, picked up by the Wild. Forsyth moving on in, and he had the foresight nearly to give it a 2-0 lead here for the Wild. Instead, that one sold it away by Tardif. Too many. There's 5 on the floor for the Kodiaks. And that will give it back to Wilmot. Yeah, well, the Wild, you know what, we said the road, a playoff series never really starts until the road team has won a game. And right now, I guess it's full throttle for Wilmot, trailing 2-0, losing back-to-back games at home. We'll have Game 4 for you live tomorrow at 5 p.m. and, if necessary, Game 5 Sunday at 2 p.m. Here comes North Shore. That's Charles Bastien, number 5, tied up. And that ball ricochets out. They say it went over and back. And that will mean it is possession for Wilmot. Brandon Bordeaux for Baby Blue Memories, 1-0 lead. Wilmot, there's a shot, not on the mark. A rebound bounces back. And look out, here's a partial breakaway. And the Kodiaks will slow her down. There's a shot, comes in, shoulder save made, and a rebound picked back up by North Shore. Justin Veilleux, of course, he won a CJIP championship with the Lennoxville Cougars. Veilleux sends one out in front, that's blocked. And a fresh 30 coming up here for the Kodiaks. 1-0 lead for Wilmot. Of course, they beat Orangeville in the Western Conference Finals. North Shore got by Nepean in the East. Kicked back out. Nice little shot fake. And that guy is knocked down. It's number 11, Will Capella. And a bouncer comes in. That's blocked. Picked back up. Quick stick attempt from the back door, not on. 5 seconds to shoot. Ball stuck behind the Wilmot net, and away come the Wild. James Oberle, turn it over. And the Kodiaks have it. Penalty coming up to Wilmot. One of the Kodiaks were dumped out by the side. Extra attacker are on for North Shore. 15 seconds to shoot. There. Fire score! Justin Veilleux, a bomb on the delayed penalty, and the game is level at 1. Very, very reminiscent of the Winnipeg Jets / Quebec Nordiques, and that'll get some love from up here. 28 years ago, the Nordiques played their last playoff game, and if you are having some quality, please let me know. I'm gonna try and get a better service. But North Shore, has tied the game here at 1. What we can do is probably change positions during the first intermission and see if that will help us. It might be really loud down there, folks. Here comes Wilmot. There's a hard pick, comes out in front, and that is deflected. Bad connection. Looks like I got a bad connection here. Impossible to follow, bad connection. I'm sorry about that. I'm hoping that maybe this might do a little bit better. As the Wild come back, we got a delayed call here on North Shore. Centering feed. And that shot comes in, does not hit the goal, and a penalty is coming up to North Shore. Villa just tied the game, but now the power play will go to work for the Wilmot Wild for the second time tonight. They are 0 for 1 with the man advantage. Wilmot trailing 2-0 in this best of 7. There's game 4 tomorrow here at 5 p.m. Game 5, if necessary, Sunday here, 2 p.m. As the Wild set up here on this PP. Granecki working the power play. Fires, and that's shouldered away by Tardif. I'm not allowed to stream from that side. Sorry about that. My camera was giving me problems, and I was not able to stream. We'll try to stream during the second period. I'm going to go to work during the first intermission, and hopefully that'll give us some freedom. Here's a shot coming in, shoulder save made, and maybe the camera that I have will allow us to get things done in the second. Picked up by North Shore. Remember, they're killing a penalty. Feed up to the near side. Out front, quick stick, shoulder save by the Wilmot tender. Game all level here, 1-1. Kellner. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Back up top. Granecki. Fires. Chest save made. No rebound given up by Tardif. That's the most important thing here. When you're killing a penalty, more often than not, some shots that come in, that'll be out of play. Possession going to the Kodiaks. More often than not, what happens is you just try to get a shot to pick up the Lucy and get a fresh 30. Feed up. Driving to the goal is Laverne. And the ball got stripped right around the house, and that'll be scooped up, and Wilmot's on it. Whoa, what a hard pick by Coverdale, who gets an earful. And that obviously will be a moving pick, in case you didn't notice back home. Jason Goodignan alongside David Paré and Ian Garrison are officials. Yes, Ian still does go on the floor. I was talking to Ian pregame. Veilleux swings it over to the near side. Anthony Capella, also part of that Champlain-Lennoxville championship team that beat John Abbott in the finals in November. There's a steal, and Wilmot brings it up. Coverdale. And the Wild come back, trying to play a little hidden ball trick. We saw that quite a bit, actually, in the tournament. Brindamore around a screen. Out in front, and that pass sails wide, comes back to the near side. Shot clock is not running on this side. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I thought I was going nuts. I know I'm going crazy, but I thought I was going completely nuts there. And that'll be a turnover by the Kodiaks. Too many. Wilmot ball. 10 to play here in the first. 1-1 tie. Game 3 of this best of 7 series. North Shore leading 2-0. Here is Snyder. Snyder fires. Chest save made and a rebound. Corralled back behind the goal. Wilmot not able to come up with it. And that head man pass will get by Mathieu Lefebvre, number 3. Ball bounces and it's scooped up by the Wild. And back comes Wilmot. Here's number 24. Crisco, 24. Confusing my K's for an R. Hey, from this distance and at this age, man, I'm sorry. Sometimes it's hard to see what's what. At least I'm not a referee. And the ball gets stripped away, and here comes North Shore in possession. Good defense by Wilmot. And that's something that North Shore was able to take advantage of in the first 2 games, was that semi-transition. That's where they really put a licking on Wilmot back in the friendly confines of the Kitchener area. And a shot does not hit the net. That goes out of play. By the way, if Wilmot does win 2 out of 3 games, then game 6, and if necessary 7, would happen next weekend in Ontario. We mentioned this is the first time ever the Meredith Cup finals are happening in La Belle Province. There. And that pass backdoor is intended for number 41, Justin Brennicke. It's stolen and picked back up by the Kodiaks. And away comes North Shore. William Capella. Up high. Got the return feed from Lefebvre. Capella around a screen. William Capella uses that screen again. Still outside. Shot clock down to 7. Plays it up top. There's a shot in, save, rebound, quick sticked on, and a big stop. Oh, and that'll be a penalty on Lefebvre. Yeah, he's going to go for that. I don't know if Ian gave him an illegal cross-check or if he gave him a checking for behind. Aiden Kelly deserving some flowers right now for the way he played on that sequence. He gave him a cross-check, so it's an illegal cross-check. And with 8:02 left to go in the first period of play, the game is tied 1-1. There you see the lights went out here at the scoreboard. Action must be that electrifying here in the Meredith Cup finals. Don't be deceived by the fact that this is quote-unquote Junior C. This lacrosse caliber is extremely high. Here come the Wild. In there, stick save! As Tardif shut it off down low. Tardif out of his net. Tardif headmans it up the floor. The ball bouncing near side. Ricochet still in play. Picked up. And North Shore trying to throw it out in front. Jean Dron behind the net. Jean Dron spins around, swings through. What a move! Jean Dron! Oh, he just missed! Boy, he had the Wild defenders on Dream Street, but he couldn't turn it into a nightmare. Back comes Wilmot. Snyder. And that pass gets between the 2 Wild attackers. Shot clock down to 10. Warden. There's a shot. Score! Justin Brennicke short side. And the Wild have the lead. It's 2-1 Wilmot. What a shot by Brennicke as he puts it in on the short side, and with 7:01 to play, the scoreboard says 3-1, folks. It's actually 2. Okay, now it's been corrected. Wilmot has the lead, 2-1. Back to full strength. 5 aside. And a face-off violation against the Kodiaks means it's Wilmot ball with 7 minutes to go here in the first. 2-1 Wild leading. Forsyth comes back. Forsyth. Oh, what a nice move, but he's forced outside. Good slide. Penalty coming up to the Kodiaks. Forsyth fires. Pad save made. Illegal cross check against North Shore. And that means we're going to have a power play coming up once again for the Wild. They are 1 for 3, on the man advantage. Power play coming up now for Wilmot, power play number 4. And again, right now, North Shore, they had that momentum early in the early going after tying the game up. But I mean, they're taking themselves out of this game right now by taking penalties. Snyder No look pass. Back down low. Shot comes in. Save. Back up high. Snyder, the rebound. Fresh 30 for the Wild. At the house, a shot. Hits a man in front. Lands in the stick of Tardif, who had to fight through all sorts of humanity to track that ball down. Back comes North Shore. Trying to bust through is Charles Bastien. And that'll be a turnover for the Kodiaks. And possession comes back to the Wild. And back comes Wilmot. Eric Chilton. Warden. Setting up here. 3 lefties and 2 righties on the power play, so they go lefty heavy. Do the Wild. Brennecke at the top. Brennecke fires and scores! A rocket! Wow! A rocket by Brennecke. He's got his second. And it's 3-1 right now, Wilmot. And if you're North Shore, stay out of the sin bin. Yeah, more often than not, when you take penalties, you have the penalty board lighting up. The opposing team's scoreboard will keep lighting up. They are now 2 for 4 on the power play. They've scored on each of the last 2 power plays. Kodiaks just got to settle things down, get back to what made them great in games 1 and 2 on the road. Clearly, right now, Wilmot is playing for their season. They know you go down 3-0. There's no comeback unless you're playing against the 2010 Boston Bruins. Or the 2004 New York Yankees, if you prefer. You don't come back from 3-0. We almost saw that in the NBA this year, though. As Nico Greer picks it up, ball bounces back behind the goal, picked back up by the Kodiak shot clock at 4. They're going to have to get one off here. They don't. Good slide by Radley. But because it was from behind, on a loose ball, that gives it back to North Shore, fresh 30 Kodiaks. North Shore down 3-1. Comes out in front. Here's an open look, score! Ah, Capella! Anthony Capella lets it go. And that puts North Shore within 1 here, 3-2 with 4:54 left to go in the first. And a big shout out to all of you listening from Ontario. I've had to spend each of the last 3 weekends in Ontario covering both the Zone 5 Regional Lacrosse Championships and the Ontario Lacrosse Festival for the Kahnawake Minor Lacrosse Association. Plenty of those games are up on our YouTube channel if you'd like to take a look. Maybe your kid was playing in one of them. Face-off won by Anthony Capella. He's trapped, pinned by 2 Wild, and Wilmot comes out of it. Nathan Coverdale. And here is Kellemer around the screen. Kelcher trying to cut to the goal. That's number 9. Kelcher around the screen. Fires! Pad save! And a rebound. Lobs in the air. Second chance opportunity. Wild. Back behind the goal. Give and go. The oldest tray in the book. And that's snuffed out by good defense of the Kodiaks. They navigate those difficult waters there. There's a President's Cup team that actually won back in 2005 called the Kitchener-Waterloo Kodiaks. Kind of a combination of these 2 teams in terms of team name and city. And there's a high sticky call coming up as Lefebvre was decked. And that will be a penalty to the Wild. North Shore will go to work on the power play. That was a high shot to Lefebvre. His helmet is off, shaken up as he makes his way back to the North Shore bench. So the Kodiaks here with 3:48 to go in the first are going to go to work on the power play. And we'll see how North Shore sets up here trying to tie this game. They've dodged that initial wave from Wilmot. Or at least until they take another penalty, which is hopefully not anytime soon. Capella working up high. Feed out in front. Quick stick, no. Rebound. Bounces by the 2 Kodiaks and goes into North Shore territory. 5 seconds to shoot. Tardif out of his goal. Comes out. Bombs one. And a backhander will not hit the goal. That is a shot clock violation against the North Shore Kodiaks. Possession going to Wilmot. And the Wild try to break out. Herder double teamed. busting through. Herter gets by Capella. Herter trucking his way to the goal, trying to run over a linebacker like a running back. Did not, but he did keep possession for his team. That is a 5-minute major, by the way, to Wilmot. A 5-minute major penalty to Brett Wilson. So Wilmot down one of their better defenders. First minute gone. No goals scored on the power play. Of course, OLA rules, you could score 2 on the major, but the gentleman has to serve the entire duration of the penalty. So Wilson is out for the rest of the period, even if the Kodiaks do score twice. We'll see if North Shore how set they set up here. Back behind the net. Play up top. Open look! Capella turned away by Kelly. Capella was trying to launch the kitchen sink at him too. And back comes Wilmot. Crisco gets through Capella. Anthony Capella is number 10. William is number 11. Crisco behind the net. Crisco back behind the goal. 10 seconds to shoot. First 2 minutes of this 5-minute major are up, and Crisco stepped in the crease. Possession going to North Shore. And now up free, it's stolen away. Fit in, knocked it free, and he's got it. Oh, he beat 3 Kodiaks to the ball right there. Still 3-2 in favor of Wilmot. In favor of Wilmot with 90 seconds left to go in this opening period. Ball drops into Tardif. He's got it. And Tardif will send it over. So the first half of this 5-minute major is over. One quality shot. That was Anthony Capella's bomb, which has landed on net. And we'll see how the Kodiaks set up here. Trying to even this baby up. Anthony Capella slides it over. Comes back up high. Capella in his original position. Shot. Stick save by Kelly. And Wilmot looks to break out here shorthanded. Ball knocked out of the stick. Jarred free and stolen by William Capella. Capella slings it over. Shot. Shoulder save. Good stop. And we've got a penalty coming up for too many men on the floor. Yeah, there's 5 of them right now. There's 6 of them actually right now. So this means a full 5-on-3 power play coming up for North Shore. And if they score, it'll stay 5-on-3 because that'll be 1 goal off the major. So, I mean, this is a full 5-on-3 for at least 2 goals. I know you can only get 1 at a time, but if you're North Shore, you got to be thinking big game right now. Hey, we got a big chance to really end this first period loudly. And if you're Wilmot, you have a chance to take a little bit of time off of that clock. Remember, the second period face-off may cut into this power play a little bit, especially if it's a tie-up. Shot goes wide. Greer up in front. That pass knocked away. Pick back up. Down low. One too many passes by the Kodiaks. Capella from the ladies' tees. Save made. And a rebound lands into Kelly. Kelly's got it. Kelly bounces one up to Fitton. Fitton busts through. And he'll backhand pass. This one, oh my goodness, that went through. Here's a shot. No, it's knocked away. Good strip. And the ball squirts free. 5.9 left to go. And will the Kodiaks get one final shot here to end period 1? Oh, Wilmot's got it. Sorry, Wilmot's got it. So Wilmot draws a penalty. It's a holding call against North Shore. 4-on-3. It's actually now 4-on-4 because the Wild have pulled their goalie. 5.9 seconds to play. Forsyth. They pull their goalie. Played over. They have to get a shot away. Good stick. Turned over. And that is going to do it for period number 1. The Wilmot Wild have a 3-2 lead on the North Shore Kodiaks at the end of the first period here in Game 3. This is the 2023 Meredith Cup Finals. Game 3 in Mascouche, La Belle Province, Quebec. Kodiaks winning the first 2 games on the road. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cut this stream live stream short now. I'm going to try to get my computer running, and if we can get that better camera working, it'll be a lot easier for all of us. If not, I will see you here in 5 minutes or 8 minutes time for the start of the second period. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you quickly, very shortly. Don't go anywhere, or don't go far away from your YouTube channel anyway. We'll see you soon.